Hey, what is up guys? It is SgamingR here with the 12th episode of my Skyrim playthrough. We are where we left off last time on the way to Northwatch Keep, and this is the third part of the Missing in Action quest. A detour from the main storyline. We found another burrow, whatever you want to call them, dungeon. So just by going this route, we've already encountered 2 dungeons, which is good, as it gives me something to explore later on. Here I run into another pack of horkers, and if you're unfamiliar with them, they're a mixture of I want to say a pig and a seal. Yeah. No, they're like sea lions. Yep, but with tusks. Shit, there's a name for this, and I cannot remember. Anyway. Yeah, they're kind of, I guess you can call them tanks. They have quite a bit of health, but really low attack. Honestly, you can burn them with flame spells. Lydia will help you out, and you can just smack them with your weapon, and they should go down really easily. And they're so slow as well, so they cannot do damage to you. They just kind of waddle at you. You know what? They're actually really ugly if you look at their face, because they have these things coming out of their mouths. And it's really creepy. I do not know what it is, but they are good to level up off of. One-handed, because they have so much health, and they're so weak, they're really good for leveling. So you can keep on hitting them and raise your skills. It's a great way to train archery from afar, because they're so slow they'll practically never reach you. And you can just keep hitting them. Same thing with getting a giant stuck behind a ledge, because they have a lot of health, so you can just keep firing at them. But that's irrelevant, because we are on Northwatch Keep and nowhere near giants, which reside in the grassy lands. I think, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. We are almost there, as you can see. Here we meet up with Avulstein and his buddy, who looks like the Skyrim character from the trailer, exactly like him. So that's what I was saying. 4 people versus this Northwatch Keep. I mean, Northwatch Keep has no chance. Just look at this guy's battle axe. It's huge. The best thing, we don't have to follow them. They follow me. So go ahead, and once you collect them, once you talk to Avulstein, continue on to Northwatch Keep, because it's time to wreck some major shit up. Yeah. Woo. It's very easy because you have all these people. It would have been harder if you chose the option in which you went by yourself. Then you'd probably keep getting demolished. 4 people here. See, I mean, these guys have a lot of health, as you can see, Northwatch guards. They have a lot of health, and they do a lot of damage. If they keep on hitting you, if there are multiple of them, the damage builds up. With 4 people, I mean, you can see Avulstein right now and his buddy just swinging. They're just taking them out, but you will need to heal occasionally, because, as you saw right there, they will get you down. They are quite powerful for your level. I am level what? 5. Yes, I'm level 5, and some of these guys even know fire spells, as you saw right there. So you're going to want to keep heal on, as you see my left hand. I would have gotten killed if I did not get my heal up, because there is an archer on top of there. So I do decide to get my bow out and have a little arching duel with him. But it wouldn't really matter too much. As you can see, it turns around. That means the other guys are literally coming up around the side of the castle. Actually, now looking back at it, I think there's 5 of us. I think there was another guy I was not looking at, because did I not? Was it just me, or did I see one guy who wasn't wearing a helmet running around with an axe or like a battle hammer? Anyway, here's some elven light armor. I suggest you do take it, because it is better than the armor we currently have, which only has 27 or so defense. And the elven armor is, number 1, really light. It only weighs, well, so we have 28 actually. No matter, the Elven Light Armor is 29, and it only weighs 4, whereas the Iron Armor weighs 30. So I can go ahead and drop that. And drop this Studded Imperial Armor, which I've been carrying around as dead weight. And now I have brand new stuff. Get rid of those fur gauntlets and equip some nice elven stuff. This top is being better in defense. As you can see, just holding out my bow there, it looks a lot nicer. So I accidentally hit Avulstein there, but you know, because I'm doing this favor for him, one little attack, and because he's technically considered a follower in this mission, at this part, one attack on him is not gonna make him come after you, because even if you hit Lydia, for example, she won't come after you. Like, she'll just say, you know, what the hell are you doing? I'm on your side, or something along the lines of that. I'm sure Avulstein would say the same if you hit him. Not that you should go hitting him, because if you do hit him enough, then he will. Anyway, you see that guy with the dead battle axe there? Gerlund. Yeah, so we did have 5 guys actually, but unfortunately one of them was killed in the massacre. And so yeah, these. Sorry, I think I'm like sick. I have to get these commentaries out. Yeah, I don't know if Avulstein can die. Actually, that's one thing, because otherwise this quest wouldn't really proceed, would it? I mean, you could still rescue Thorald by yourself without Avulstein, but you wouldn't have the certain text dialogue option, so I'm pretty sure he's invincible, which makes this quest even more easier. His buddy, the one wearing the Skyrim helmet, the iron helmet, I call it the Skyrim helmet because it was the one in the trailer, and one that everyone's very used to seeing. I don't know if he can die either. I'm pretty sure he can't. So here we encountered what I want to say is one of our first mages. Yes, these elven guys do know a lot of magic. The warriors alike, even they know powerful flame spells. I thought my game froze there because I was stuck. I couldn't move, and I thought I was stuck in the cutscene mode. As you saw right there, we did pick up Thalmor robes. Now these things are worth 410, and there are a couple mages around, so it makes for some good profit. Make sure to check for all chests in this room. I found 51 gold there, not bad. And you can follow clairvoyance and just keep on, but you really don't need to. It's quite a simple place. There's really only one main direction you need to follow. So just go ahead and follow that. There's not much to this mission. It's just raiding a castle, so nothing even like a dungeon where there could be tons of different ways you can go. There's really only one simple path. Even if you do get stuck, just use clairvoyance. Honestly, if you don't have clairvoyance and somehow you get stuck, even in a place like this, just trace your steps back. It's just nothing difficult. So honestly, I did not know where those flames were coming from because I thought there was only one Northwatch guard. My health is low here, but I can't be bothered to use healing. Oh, actually, I'm literally about to die, and somehow I managed to heal myself. So yeah, I thought there was only one Northwatch guard because on the radar it only showed one. However, what I forgot was that they were probably at, like 180 degrees angle right behind me. Get a lucky cutscene there so I don't have to use any potions. But yeah, if they're like 180 degrees like directly behind you, they won't show up on your radar because obviously it shows the radar shows enemies to your northwest and east. But it can't show enemies to your south considering it's a flatline radar. So 3 guys here, for a second I thought that Archer would have like an elven bow and that it was going to be, good or something, but he just had a regular longbow, unfortunately. Nothing bad, just keep on going through the dungeon. That room didn't have anything special. It was just a banquet hall with plates, etc., etc. So there's one thing to note is that there's a lot of guards here, yeah. But then again, 4 of you, as you can see, his health will just deplete. Avulstein opens the door there. He's really eager to get through. Another mage here, which means we get more Thalmor robes, which is another 410 profit. Not technically 410 because we sell these things for maybe 150 each. So I do believe you need that key actually to unlock the door, so you're gonna want to kill that mage. Or if you don't kill him, if Avulstein or someone kills him, just make sure you grab the key. I don't know where this archer came from. Did he just like fall down from the battlements at the top? But he just kind of came out of nowhere. I could have swore he wasn't there before. Guys, remember to take the iron arrows if you ever plan to use your bow in this game, because it's quite useful. So you never run out. I do take the Imperial bow there because it is better than the current bow I had. There's lots of weapons mounted on the wall here, but none of them are good. They're like iron maces, you know, nothing better than our trusty steel mace, which I've actually been using for a while now, and it's due for a replacement. I will replace this soon, as we'll see. Maybe after the next dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. Remember to check your corners for chests. Found a nice 550 gold ruby necklace. So as far as I'm concerned, the gold diamond necklace is the highest gold necklace you can find. Most rare because it's gold and diamond. And then this one was gold and ruby, which is still very rare. It sounds rare. I'm sure there's probably like a gold and a sapphire necklace as well. Maybe a gold and an emerald. Turned around here and I didn't expect these two to be here. Well, one of them can't really notice us. He must be deaf and blind. If you can't really see that we're kind of swinging away at his companion here. Got a lucky potion there. Extra Magico. It will come in useful later on in the game when things get extremely hard. I could have swore I only saw one of the Northwatch guards here, and then a second one is I still not noticed us. That's hilarious. Finally he notices us, and then he hides behind the wall. One shot, hide behind a wall. Occasionally you might not get prompted, as you saw right there, for Master Lock. There's no point in trying to pick that. Yeah, occasionally you might not get prompted for changing, for actually activating something. For example, when that Thalmor, when that Northwatch guard died, I wasn't prompted. It didn't give me a message saying, you know, search with square or X. I changed my controls personally. Whatever you have, that's okay. You can just use the activate button. It still should work. So that way, those stairs are actually the way out. Thorald is on the left here. That's why they're casually walking, because they can. I don't know. They have some magical abilities. They can sense him. They're magical people. Yes. There's a chest there. One thing to note is that these big chests always have, you know, the great loot. It's not always the case, as the other chest happened to have the necklace, which was 550, and this only had 66 gold. No matter, it's still gold. Any gold is good. Here we finally find Thorald chained to the wall. Looks like he's suffered some bleeding, but he still managed to be a tank. Check your shelves for potions. For a second I thought it said take blood. So I was like, oh, that's great to know. Actually, I was scared there because I talked to Thorald, and I think it should have been Avulstein who talked to Thorald and, you know, triggered the cutscene talking. So now they're kind of just standing here. And whenever I talked to Avulstein, he was like, we're getting Thorald back, and he's kind of right here. So I thought this quest was glitched, and I was getting really mad because I thought I would have to redo it, which would really suck. Because these kind of quests, which are extremely large, not extremely large, but I hadn't saved. That's why I didn't want to redo it, and I have had to redo things in this game where certain things have gotten glitched, especially on my save on my computer. I feel like Skyrim seems to get glitched on that a lot. Anyway, after some non-important dialogue explaining how the Thalmor captured him, etc., we'll see. The ultimate way to check where you are in the quest is just to hit start if you're on the PS3, or escape if you're on the PC, and just go to the quest and scroll up to the quest and see whatever it has there listed for you. Now I have 5 followers all running around with weapons. But there's actually, I think we've cleared the place if I'm not mistaken. There shouldn't be any more Northwatch people. So as I was saying before, you can go out the way up those staircases, up those staircase. No, actually looks like we don't need to go up there. Just follow clairvoyance, it takes you up the path you need to go to leave the place. Now, what I wanted to do was just fast travel straight out of here, but you cannot fast travel out of dungeons, that's one thing to note. You have to leave the dungeon first, so that's why this is leading me. It's leading me to the exit of the dungeon, or not the dungeon, the castle, the Northwatch Tower, so that I can fast travel back to Whiterun. And that was our mission, return Thorald to Whiterun. So still Avulstein is being an 88. He's kind of following his brother, but you know, still saying that we're getting Thorald back. I have no idea. He's just being an Avulstein, you know, not the brightest. He doesn't really look that bright, to be honest. Anyhow, this vid's quite long already, 19 minutes and 33 seconds. Yep. Oh, so right, that's Dwarven armor, and I do get a couple parts of that later in the game, and it is a very awesome armor, right there in the loading screen. Back to Skyrim. We have left Northwatch Tower, so this is complete pretty much. We are almost done with this mission now. All we have to do is return to Whiterun. First, we're going to want to speak to Thorald, and he will thank you, etc., etc. So, you can say any of the options. And it's funny, because I think Thorald and, like, the game, the way it's working right now is that Thorald and Avulstein don't know that they are in each other's presence. Because I talked to Thorald first before Avulstein did. So there's like a passcode, I guess you could say. And there are a couple of these instances in Skyrim when you have to tell a person a certain thing so that they will believe you, or that so you can join a certain place. So Thorald says that he cannot return to Whiterun, obviously, because he will be killed, considering he was taking through all this effort to be chained up against a wall in the middle of nowhere. So you can go ahead and after you get the little mission pop-up saying return to Thorald Gray-Mane, which is the mother of these people, she can be either found in the Gray-Mane residence, or she does sell stuff in the middle of like the Whiterun central hub. She sells jewelry. If you can't find her, just use clairvoyance, because since the mission is to return to Thorald, since the mission is to return to Thorald, it will lead you right to her. Okay, so guys, looks like that is pretty much it for the mission. I'll let you guys hear the little commentary with me and Thorald. But other than that, this was SgamingR bringing you the 12th Skyrim. Please join me for next episode, Skyrim Playthrough 13.
You've saved him? Oh, I must see him at once. What? After all this, I can't even see him? How do I know you're telling me the truth and not just what I want to hear? For it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorlund forge this for Thorald. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorald can come home.